doing this week, the next couple of days. Not quite sure. Just made my AG1. I love this stuff. I always add lemon to mine. Some ice because it's been a little bit warm here. I have the next like 10 days alone without my family. My husband and my son are on a trip to Romania to visit my husband's family, and I'm like in my 3rd trimester, so I decided not to go. Just give them 3 weeks by themselves, and then my mom is coming into town, so I won't be alone. But the next 10 days I'm alone, just with my cat and my dog. Lynx and Sasha. I'm calling it Vera's summer camp. So it's very quiet in my house this morning. It was very quiet last night. I dropped them off yesterday afternoon at the airport, but I'm going to take advantage of this morning and like go outside, do meditation, get some sun in my eyes, take you guys along. I'm back from my walk and it's time to eat something. I figured I'll make a smoothie with some raw milk. Do you guys drink raw milk? I think it's amazing. It's the only thing I give to my toddler. It's just, and his microbiome is so good. So I'm a big believer. So we're gonna do some milk. You don't have to do raw milk, you can. I'm gonna do a half a banana. Pro tip, freeze your bananas in 4 pieces. So each banana is 4 pieces, so you know that half a banana is 2 pieces or a full banana is 4 pieces. Whatever it may be. I think I'm gonna do some protein and maybe like a flax powder, ground flaxseed. I always try to do like the Be Well by Kelly. Well, Kelly LeVeque always talks about the Fab Four smoothie, so it's protein, greens, fat, and fiber. I don't have any greens today, which is unfortunate, but I do have fat and fiber. So maybe you can do like half an avocado for greens and fat. So I always prioritize protein. Always, always, always. The protein powder I have today I'm using today, is the Taylor Duke Wellness bone broth protein. So each scoop is 20 grams of protein. I'm going to do 1 scoop. I really like this vanilla protein powder. I like Be Well by Kelly protein as well. I would say those are my 2 favorites. I also have the Just Ingredients one. I like them as well. It has a little bit of cinnamon, and I'm not a cinnamon girl, so sometimes I taste it and I don't love it as much. This is just collagen, which is another 10 grams of protein if I'm not mistaken. It's flavorless. Yeah. So now this already has 30 grams of protein. And I do like a teaspoon to a tablespoon of flax. That's so we go poop. And I'm gonna do a half an avocado just to get some fat and greens, since I don't have like any spinach. I usually always have spinach, but I need to go to the store. If you have a really good protein, high quality protein will always have a good taste and flavor, and it will mask the taste of things like flax and avocado and spinach. I am not a fan of plant-based proteins. I've never tried one that I liked, ever. It's very chalky to me and clumpy, and it literally tastes like you're swallowing chalk in my opinion. Every time I get like a grass-fed, like this bone broth powder, they all taste, they don't taste like anything. They're very creamy and smooth, and it's an enjoyable experience. just say that much. So I wanted to take this nice video of me blending my smoothie. You know how people take it from the top and you can see how it blends? Well, that did not go as planned. Let's just say that much. I didn't make too much of a mess, but I made a small mess. I'll show you guys what it looks like. And of course, do a taste test. It's delicious. It's already good. It's just like a light green color. It's very creamy. I mean, the raw milk and the avocado will do that. So good. Just tastes like a banana milkshake. Cheers. We're back. It's time for some coffee. I have so much time today that I can make myself a coffee and take my time. I wanted to get a fancier glass, but I didn't have any. So I'm gonna make a mushroom coffee from Higher Dose. I have been, sorry, not Higher, is it Higher Dose or Everyday Dose? I swear their name was Higher Dose. Maybe I'm crazy. Everyday Dose. Lighting is a little crazy in here. I have never been a fan of this like mushroom coffee until I tried this. This has a little bit of coffee in it, which I think makes all the difference because it tastes like coffee, which I love the taste of coffee. So when switching to something that wasn't coffee, it was a coffee alternative, I wasn't hitting the spot for me. So this hits the spot, and it has a bunch of amino acids and the various adaptogens, and there's no crash. I never knew what a crash was until I started drinking this, because a crash essentially for me is like not having your first cup of coffee and then not feeling like you're not tired anymore, if that makes sense. With this, you have a cup and you're not tired anymore. With regular coffee, I have one cup and then I need another cup because I like feel even more tired, if that makes sense. So what I do, I just put a scoop in Kangen water. If you know, you know. I use 9.5. Sorry, I use 9.5, and then I always add Arma colostrum into it, because you can't add this into hot stuff. It has to be cold. And then I usually add protein, but since I put my collagen into my smoothie, I'm not going to. Just don't think I need that much protein today. And then I have this whisk. I'm obsessed with this whisk because it has a double, can you see, like 2 frothers. I've never had one that was so powerful. And then you mix it up. You gotta be careful because it's so powerful, this frother, that you can't fill up the glass too full, or it's gonna go all over the place once you're frothing it. And then I do ice. Very special ice for me are these little ice balls. I'm gonna show you. They're like the cutest little things. They're so cute. Can you see? I'm not focusing on them, but I love them. And I just make them myself in molds. And then since I have a little bit of raw milk left, I'm just gonna use raw milk usually. Just use cashew or almond. Honestly, whatever I have. But gotta finish this. And that's it. There's my coffee for the day. You gotta be careful. I kind of over poured. Tastes like coffee. Tastes like a light coffee, if that makes sense. It's not like a strong espresso, but it still tastes like coffee. So if you like the taste of coffee, like me, and you need that to feel like you're having your morning or daily kick, this stuff is awesome. Highly recommend. I'm back. It's lunchtime. Look at this huge knife I have. I just have some leftover ground beef. You guys see me? Ground beef and rice. I'm gonna do a bowl. Just warm that up a little bit and put it in a bowl, obviously. This is like my take on like a healthy, I don't know, Chipotle bowl or something like that. We're gonna do a bunch of like butter lettuce that I have. Cut it up. Just gonna roughly chop it. Then tomatoes from my garden. If you guys can grow tomatoes, I think it's so worth it. Like, even if you have a small balcony or something. When we lived in an apartment, we had a balcony and we grew tomatoes there. It was just so nice to have something so fresh. And I feel like tomatoes are expensive, especially really good, nice organic ones. Ours are like, I don't want to say better than organic, but they are, because even organic stuff gets sprayed, if you guys didn't know, with things like atrazine. But if you have something that you're growing at home. Sorry, I had to get my own cucumber. This is the cucumber I picked this morning. But if you have something that is growing at home, you can really be mindful of what you're putting into the plant. So we don't put anything. We don't spray with anything. The only thing my husband adds to like soil, I know, are like banana peels. I think they're really good for potassium or something, and milk, calcium. I know he does it like on some things. I don't know if he does it on tomatoes. If you have pests on your tomatoes, I know neem oil is really good. And then if you plant some marigolds around your plants, that also protects from pests. So that's what worked for us, just sharing. And then I'm gonna just put half an avocado in here. This is the same one I had this morning, the other half of it, I guess I should say. That's why. And then I'm gonna just put some hot sauce and call it a day. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I bought this at the grocery store the other day just to try. This is the Coco June, like basically their version of tzatziki, I think. It's called Lebne Lemon Dill. I don't know if it's like some kind of Middle Eastern dip sauce, but it tastes like tzatziki. That's dairy free. And then some of this Siete jalapeno. Just mix this all up. There you have it. Like, all I'm doing today is recording in my kitchen. But I wanted to show you guys, I just went to Trader Joe's. I'll show you a little haul. We have some red onions, coconut sugar, some, sandwich pickles. I love the kosher ones always. This was only $2.99. I thought this was like so cheap. Coconut aminos, avocados. I got some treats. I got these candies. These are actually incredible if you've never had them. The gluten-free Madeleines. Madeleines? Madeleines? I always call them Madeleines. This is not very good for you, but they are really delicious. Chocolate coconut almonds. During this pregnancy, I have been on a croissant kick. So I got that. Some asparagus, spinach, bananas, and then I got this agua de kefir. This is the flavor they always had, the orange peach mango, but then they just came out with this one. At least I've never seen it before, guava paloma. So I'll try to let you know how that is. Put you guys back down. I just planned on to take these earrings out. I was looking at this new cookbook that I got. There was a couple of recipes that I wanted to make. One of them was a frittata, which is like a quiche. I love a quiche or frittata. That's why I got like the veggies. But all of this, I only spent $55. I don't think I've spent this little at the grocery store in a very long time. Given that I have some things, like for my frittata, like I have the eggs and I have the goat cheese. Maybe those are the premium items, but he was like, your total's $55. I was like, what? I was like, did you count everything correct? I don't know if it's like me, but I feel like I can't walk out of the grocery store for under $100. But I am going to be alone for the next many days, so whatever.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll show you guys how to make that. I'll make the frittata today, actually, for dinner, so I have it for tomorrow morning. I have to go into my office tomorrow, so I'm not gonna have time to like make a breakfast and stuff. I think when my stove is on, you guys can't really hear me, but I'm just making the frittata slash quiche. I am just put some asparagus on a pan, shaking it off. I'm gonna put them to the side, and then I'm gonna do onion, spinach, and tomato. The recipe calls for roasted red pepper. I didn't have any. I didn't find any at the store today. Focus. So we have a bunch of fresh tomatoes from the garden, so I'm going to do tomatoes, spinach, and onion, and the asparagus, and then with some goat cheese. I'll show you what it looks like. How good does this frittata look? Yummy.